acting is one of those great things because really it's one of the ways that we really got introduced to popular music. So I'd like you guys, if you can, to go around and introduce yourselves really quickly.
Hi, my name is Gwen, and I will be playing Rona Lisa Peretti in this year's production of the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. I will be the host.
Alright.
Hey everybody, I'm Steve. I'll be playing William Morris Barfay in the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
Okay.
And my name is Brandon Brush, and I'll be playing Chip Tolentino in the same show.
Alright, so forgive me if I butcher this. The 25th Annual Putnam Spelling Bee, is that it?
Putnam County.
Putnam County. Okay, I just didn't want to say it the wrong way and end up getting booed out of here pretty much. Anyways, so I guess the first question is, why this production? Do you know at all, or is there a reason behind it? No.
Well, actually, this is the first year is this the first year ever, or recently that we've done?
It's the first year ever.
I think it's the first year ever that we've done 2 musicals in 1 year. So normally the way it works is we do one musical, and then we do 2 plays, and then we'll do student-directed 1-act plays. There's no student-directed 1-act plays, and instead of doing another play, they were like, all right, how about we do a smaller 1-act musical? Putnam County Spelling Bee is actually a 1-act musical, but we're going to add an intermission, I believe. But yeah, so this is a really exciting year. It's the first time we've been doing 2 musicals in an entire year, so it's great.
That is incredible. I mean, the Crescent Players, you guys are really great all-stars, I gotta say.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
I remember last year we had you guys at Sinfest, and it was fun, but anyways, enough with the past. I gotta ask, what goes into, the preparation for your shows? Is there, anything that you guys do that is fantastic? That is different than what most people may have, an understanding for?
I don't know. I don't got anything.
Well, it's your basic, rehearsal process. We memorize our lines. We spend a lot of hours together going over the blocking, which is what you do on stage, reviewing choreography. Some of us are learning new skills also, baton twirling, tap dancing. There's a lot of fun stuff that goes on in this show that we're learning, so it's a good time.
I can definitely believe that. I mean, you guys always look like you're having a lot of fun. So when is opening day?
Opening night is Thursday, April 28th, and we run until Sunday, May 1st.
And it's at 8 p.m. every night, and May 1st, the Sunday, it's at 2 p.m.
So
students also don't have to pay for tickets.
Yeah, free for Southern
Free for
students. So
kids.
if you're listening to this, it's free. So come. And it's in the Black Box, which is, for those of you who don't know how to get there, it is, if you're going to Lyman, imagine you're going to Lyman, and instead of going into the main doors for Lyman, you just take a right and you go down that hallway, and you'll find it. It's, yeah, you'll
It's
find
called
it.
the Kendall
Drama Lab. You've seen the signs, yeah.
actually, one of our former GMs used to be a part of your group, Jairik Ellerby.
Oh, Jerry.
Yep, yeah, he was my boss last year, actually. Great guy, and it seems like you guys know him very well.
We did Godspell. Brandon and I did Godspell with him. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
So, what is your favorite musical, guys? Or Broadway play, or... I'm not making this any easier for you guys.
There's so many
Mine
good
is-
ones.
Yeah, there's so many.
Mine is Company by Stephen Sondheim.
Really?
That's my favorite musical. Yeah.
Mine is probably Sweeney Todd, also by Sondheim.
Yeah, so Steve, if yours isn't Sondheim,
It's not Sondheim, actually, surprisingly.
Okay.
It's relatively newer. It's next to normal.
Oh, nice. I could tell you mine, but you
let's
guys,
hear it. What is
Tell
it?
us.
What is it?
I don't know if you guys know Rock of Ages.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a-
yeah.
It's a pretty good show.
Probably the only one I've seen, and more than likely, I thought the movie did not do it any justice, but
I didn't see the show or the movie, so.
okay, definitely worth checking
You
out.
call yourself a theater kid.
No. Alright, so what got you guys into acting, if I can ask?
Well, I got yelled at for making fun of the kids who were learning the songs. So I was in 7th grade, and they had auditions for Aida, which is not an appropriate show for 7th graders to be doing. But and all the kids, all the boys were like staying after school to learn the song, and my friend was in there, so I was standing out the window like looking at him and making faces and like laughing and stuff. And then the guy who was running the whole thing saw me, and he yelled at me and made me come inside and learn the song. And then he made me audition for the show, and then I did, and then like, yeah, and I just did it. So I was like, cool, just like, so I guess like, no, never mind. Bullying's bad. You should not laugh at people. But bullying got me into acting. Well, not bullying. It was just my buddy. I was just playing.
Oh my god, usually it's the opposite way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually that scares you out of doing something.
Yeah, no, it got me into it.
Okay then.
And my friend is still in it, so.
Oh my god. You guys, any stories about what
I didn't scare him away.
Any stories for you guys about how you got into acting?
I started acting when I was really, really little. My cousin and I went to the same elementary school when I was, a little kid. And in first grade, I remember I saw her in a production of, I think it was A Christmas Carol. And where we went to school, we used to put on our shows at UNH's theater. So I went to go see that, and I was like, oh, I have to try this. I have to do it. So later, I went on, I auditioned for Annie, and I got the role of Sandy the dog. It was pretty fun.
You were the dog?
I was the dog. I was in first grade, and I played the dog. And after that, I kind of just kept on with it, but I took a little break when I had moved to a different town because there wasn't really, any way to do any acting or musicals or anything like that. So I think I started back up in like 6th grade with the show called Once Upon a Mattress, and then continued on up until high school, and took a really long break because I was like, I'm gonna do sports and be a sports guy, and then wound up getting really hurt and all that stuff. So found my way back, and I think I've been at it for about 3 years straight, non-stop shows.
Oh wow, that's actually that's a really good story, man. I will say that. I mean, a lot of stopping, and it sounds like an on and off relationship from time to time, but as most great things are, that's usually how it leads to something even more remarkable.
Yeah, I mean, it led me here, so.
That's true.
Okay, my experience with theater, well, it started when I was 6 years old. I began ballet training, so I did dance for 10 years before I really started working on theater. I mean, I always wanted to because I always used to like watch movies and stuff and just get sad because I was like, I can do that, I need to do that. So, so I started auditioning for, shows in high school and everything like that, and I went to a theater camp with the Missoula Children's Theater from Missoula, Montana, and we did this terrifically bad little show, and it was so much fun. I think my first major role that I really began to love theater in was Mrs. Levitt from Sweeney Todd. So it was a lot of fun. I audition for everything that comes my way, and it's fun.
All right. Well, a lot of great, interesting stories from you guys. I mean, really, there's not a wrong answer for this, really. I mean, whatever gets you into doing whatever you're doing, just keep doing it, because you guys are some of the best on this campus when it comes to acting.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem. So, how do you guys summarize what's coming up? Like, without giving anything away, because you obviously
Like what Spelling Bee's about?
Yeah, like without giving anything away, because you want to leave some surprise for the audience.
I'm going to say one word. Pandemonium. Pandemonium and hilarity.
Well,
That's 2 words.
I guess
words,
like
yeah,
it comes to it's basically just like it's a spelling bee, but it's like it's not adults at a spelling bee. Like we're playing children at a spelling bee, so like that's already funny. We're like prepubescent children. Some of us are hitting puberty during the show, and yeah, so it's just it's a funny show. So
It's really fun for the whole entire family.
Yeah.
There's many different kinds of styles of music, and there's lots of singing, dancing. I mean, it's really funny. You know, it's not like it sort of makes fun of what actually happens at real spelling bees if you ever watched those on TV. And therein lies the hilarity.